Greek philosophy seems to have met with something with which a good tragedy is not supposed to meet, namely, a dull ending. Political economy came into being as a natural result of the expansion of trade, and with its appearance elementary, unscientific huckstering was replaced by a developed system of licensed fraud, an entire science of enrichment. History calls those men the greatest who have ennobled themselves by working for the common good. Experience acclaims as happiest the man who has made the greatest number of people happy. The state is based on this contradiction. It is based on the contradiction between public and private life and between universal and particular interests. For this reason, the state must confine itself to formal, negative activities. Political economy regards the proletarian like a horse. He must receive enough to enable him to work. It does not consider him, during the time when he is not working, as a human being. It leaves this to criminal law, doctors, religion, statistical tables, politics, and the beadle. Natural science will, in time, incorporate into itself the science of man, just as the science of man will incorporate into itself natural science. There will be one science. For the bureaucrat, the world is a mere object to be manipulated by him. Experience praises the most happy the one who made the most people happy. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communist revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Working men of all countries, unite. Capital is money, capital is commodities. By virtue of it being value, it has acquired the occult ability to add value to itself. It brings forth living offspring, or, at the least, lays golden eggs. Without doubt, machinery has greatly increased the number of well-to-do idlers. Capital is reckless of the health or length of life of the laborer, unless under compulsion from society. The country that is more developed industrially only shows, to the less developed, the image of its own future. While the miser is merely a capitalist gone mad, the capitalist is a rational miser. The writer must earn money in order to be able to live and to write, but he must by no means live and write for the purpose of making money. The rich will do anything for the poor but get off their backs. It is not history which uses men as a means of achieving, as if it were an individual person, its own ends. History is nothing but the activity of men in pursuit of their ends. A commodity appears at first sight an extremely obvious, trivial thing. But its analysis brings out that it is a very strange thing, abounding in metaphysical subtleties and theological niceties. The theory of communism may be summed up in one sentence: abolish all private property. The history of all previous societies has been the history of class struggles. In bourgeois society, capital is independent and has individuality, while the living person is dependent and has no individuality. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. The more the division of labor and the application of machinery extend, the more does competition extend among the workers, the more do their wages shrink together. Machines were, it may be said, the weapon employed by the capitalists to quell the revolt of specialized labor. In a higher phase of communist society, only then can the narrow horizon of bourgeois right be fully left behind and society inscribe on its banners, from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. Men's ideas are the most direct emanations of their material state. It is absolutely impossible to transcend the laws of nature. What can change in historically different circumstances is only the form in which these laws expose themselves. The English have all the material requisites for the revolution. What they lack is the spirit of generalization and revolutionary ardor. There is a specter haunting Europe, the specter of communism. On a level plain, simple mounds look like hills, and the insipid flatness of our present bourgeoisie is to be measured by the altitude of its great intellects. Workers of the world unite, you have nothing to lose but your chains. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. If anything is certain, it is that I myself am not a Marxist. Anyone who knows anything of history knows that great social changes are impossible without feminine upheaval. Social progress can be measured exactly by the social position of the fair sex, the ugly ones included. Hegel remarks somewhere that all great, world historical facts and personages occur, as it were, twice. He has forgotten to add, the first time as tragedy, the second as farce. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win.